I say those words from that song. Hello, everyone.
Hello for the week 2 Eagles. Fantasy Eagles versus the mystery Bobby Rainey Colts.
The Bobby
I hope
Rainey
it gets a little better.
Colts. That's awesome. We're about to tear the Colts apart, apparently. Who's the quarterback? Nobody, we just see the two running backs? That doesn't look like much, though. You get Reggie versus Bobby Rainey. And I guess I really don't have any big names on offense.
That's when you see what kind of announcers you really have. It's when they have to sell a story about Reggie Bush versus Bobby Rainey. How good is your team of information? What kind of stories can you tell?
Let's see what we got. Okay, right
At
over.
the famous Lucas Oil Stadium.
Yeah, we got Ted Ginn and Reggie Bush, and the head. So the offense, all speed offense, and the headhunters are here again.
Philadelphia Headhunters.
Yeah,
Getting the ball.
yeah. We're known for defense here in Philly. The offense is just going to surprise people. This is one of those teams around the middle of the year. People are going to start doing backstories on players just to catch everyone up. You remember Ted Ginn. You remember how great Reggie was, right? Didn't we get Deshaun?
I believe so. I believe that was a problem I've been dealing with.
EJ. Ted Ginn is apparently already dead. Get off the field, Ginn.
I'm familiar with that, as Hester played in a similar way. Eric Berry.
Oh my God!
Very
Are you ready for
scary.
this, Barry?
I'm ready.
I don't think you are.
Oh, I wasn't. I think I was and he wasn't, because it felt like I was trying to move a tree when I got him to cut. But they were ready. The big meanies on the line were ready.
Come on, man. Wow. Didn't it? Didn't we start off strong?
We started strong.
No wind. You gotta love a stadium, right? Come on with it.
I will.
That was your first mistake.
Oh, he's slow. Whoever he is.
He managed to miss some hits, though. Bro.
Yeah. Kellen Clemens.
I'm sorry, Clemens.
He spent most of his years back. Somebody must be hurt. Let's just
For the sake of...
real quick. Just real quick. Because how do you end up... No. He is
He's
who
the
they
starting
chose.
quarterback.
Oh boy.
You got Hasselbeck there.
He might come in for... This is the second week in a row. The Eagles are like... It's like Don King is setting up their opponents or something, and...
Just for the record.
The splendiferous Colts.
Yeah. Everybody would get the same treatment.
This is not a very good looking team. I see why Bobby Rainey was the guy that they showed at the beginning of the game.
Fair enough, right? Okay, so listening to everybody's favorite commentator, Colin Cowherd, right?
Hmm.
And he's doing his thing where he's explaining, or he does this thing where where he explains how to, I'm paraphrasing this and I'll go back and make it make sense, how to screw over, that's not even where to start. Okay, so he's talking about player value, and he's kind of just using common sense. Like, his basic gist of the story is that the only player on the team that's worth paying is the quarterback. Okay, you can get, and the basic thing is him, quarterbacks versus wide receivers is kind of how it goes, but it's pretty much everybody versus everybody. I mean, quarterbacks versus everybody, but quarterbacks versus wide receivers, you can get wide receivers are a dime a dozen, blah, 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 all the common sense things that people with common sense have known for a while, right? And like, kind of, especially considering the way the game is played, like you can't touch them, all this other stuff, so it seems to be the common sense thing that wide receivers can be gotten from anywhere. Middle of nowhere university may put out one of the best wide receivers, in the league. Blah, blah, blah.
Stopped.
All right, that was a good stop. Okay, so what's the receiver from Dallas?
Dez Bryant.
Dez. Okay, so Dez is going through this thing, and all of this is basically a thing that says the Cowboys, like he caps it off with saying the Cowboys should franchise Dez because you don't have to pay him as much money as he would get on the open market. And he does this thing where he brings up Dez's character and whatnot, and whether or not he's a good person, I guess, is the gist of establishing his character, even though he seems to be a good teammate and a solid competitor and everything that you want from a football player.
He got in a little goofy, like not even bad, just silly trouble for being a jerk at the mall or something when he was a rookie.
Right, as a young kid, he did. Yeah, come on.
I feel like he's matured quite a bit.
Come on, like
he's still very passionate.
Oh, Colin disappointed me, man, because he's a competitor first. You know what I'm saying? And not bad. He doesn't. Yeah, like you don't hear much bad stuff about him.
He talks a lot. And he gets upset a lot because he cares about winning.
Because exactly, absolutely, he's vocal about winning. Almost all the conversation is about winning, right? So, whatever. I was incredibly disappointed in Colin for that reason. Like, he brought up the question of character without saying Dez had bad character. He just says you get to test him. If you franchise him and he acts up, then you know he has bad character. Even though, like in the way he was explaining the reason for franchising is that you don't have to pay him the money that he's due, really.
Oh, what a ridiculous turn of events.
You're saying he's worth this much money. This is what he would get on the open market, but screw him over. But don't, if he gets mad about it, then he's a jerk. Like that.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah. That was weird.
He's on the. That's a very bad side of that argument to be on. The players get screwed over a lot. Like we don't think about it because they're making hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars, but
no guarantee.
Almost always, the real bargain end of every deal is on the side of the team.
Absolutely.
Because no matter what the number looks like, the team is always going to have an out clause to where you don't. I mean, the only time a player really benefits is from that guaranteed upfront bonus.
And that the whole part of the gist of his conversation is like, don't give them any guaranteed money. You should never give receivers guaranteed money because there's so many out there. That's such a that's such a horrible, shady way of looking at it, and you can excuse it by saying it's the business way of looking at it, but there's a man way of looking at it also, and don't take advantage of men. You know what I'm saying? Then you can get off on that's what's wrong with the country and all this other stuff, like trying to overcapitalize on people and blah 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 blah. But whatever. Okay, that's the business decision. But one of the things that he was leaving out is the position wide receiver, which again he kind of stayed on point with the wide receiver position. He diverted for a second to say, J.J. Watt and those guys are only worth so many points a game and blah. Yeah, whatever. Like, the quarterback role has gotten to the point where it's absurdly overhyped, and then the game is molded to them and all this other like it's very weird, and I'm such a bad pass.
But you
guess who that was to?
Who was that?
That was B over there in the top right of the end zone.
Oh, okay.
Or bottom of the
Not
end zone.
to the guy that looked like he had a shot at it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was to Andre.
Well, he was under duress.
Fair enough, whatever. I didn't really see the duress. I felt it, but I didn't see it. I never saw what was happening there.
The thing a lot of people forget about is there's no guarantee that Dez Bryant is going to play in 2016 because of what may happen to him in the year 2015. Like,
absolutely.
He may have a career-ending injury.
Bro, come on now.
And then what? You know, then...
Come on.
Like, yes, he's making more money than I'll probably ever see. You know, like, I can't imagine. But
that contract...
But that lasts him his whole life. You know, that $10 million is, you know, more than most of us are ever going to make. But that's... He's earned it.
I'm not sure how the non-guarantee aspect of NFL contracts works, but I know, like, the team is, like, if he gets hurt, the team isn't obligated to pay him out like they are with every other like, what kind of contract is that that you don't have to, you know, you don't have to stand by it if your player, especially if your player gets hurt on the job. Like, I'm sure there's some kind of insurance, something that the player also gets paid for. I hope
players are. I mean, yeah, there's a player insurance with the NFLPA, but.
Part of the way
everything is only going to cover them on a year-to-year basis.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, though, like when that insurance pays them, the team's not paying them anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, so it still works out in the best interest of the team and the owner, right? It's still the same thing. Like, oh, anyway, yeah, it's all very strange. But the thing that, like, that was the conversation that I heard as I was getting out of the car to walk in, and the thing that I took away from it, though, more than any, like, or the last thought that I had, is that there are, 32 teams in the league?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so sure, you have to pay your good quarterbacks. And I'm arguing that you have to pay your people that are good at their positions. But yeah, you have to pay your good quarterbacks because 32 teams, let's say there's 8 really good quarterbacks in the league.
There's definitely not 32 good quarterbacks.
Absolutely. Okay, so the numbers say the quarterbacks are, understandably, like, supply and demand says that they are the hot commodity.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? But it's not because... I don't know, it's not... like, you have to pay them because of their limited availability, yeah, and I'm making that sound dumb, but it'll make sense when saying wide receivers. Like, every team has one quarterback, but every team has multiple wide receivers. Oh, I got that. Yeah, every team has multiple wide receivers. So, yeah, there's going to be more of them out there because you have to fill, like, 4 roster spots or 3 roster spots for starting wide receivers?
You line up with 3 wide receivers.
Yeah, come on.
Everybody does, multiple times.
Then you have to have their backups out there and whatever. So there's a lot of them out there, but there's not a lot of great ones out there, not for real.
So where you have 32 starting quarterbacks, you have 96 starting wide receivers.
Absolutely. So the number, like, that kind of just skews the numbers a little bit. That doesn't take away from their greatness. And yeah,
are there 96 good wide receivers? No.
I would. Yeah, they're exactly.
This is probably, I mean, a very similar percentage.
Absolutely, probably a very similar percentage.
You just need a 3-to-1 ratio there.
So all that said,
and I think you could say that about every position because if that were true, every team would be good.
Absolutely.
If positions didn't matter, every team would be good. And if you just go get any guy off the street to play left tackle, do it and see how that works.
Exactly. And if we want to be,
it's a supply. Yeah, you're right. Supply and demand. The demand is greater than supply at every position, and that's why the guys get paid. That's why Colin Cowherd is not a GM. And part of me wonders how much of this stuff he says intentionally to just make me mad. And I think he does a great job.
He does a good job of getting me revved up. But, like, usually, like, when it's my opinion versus, well, this is still an opinion, thought. But God, there's a standard of being. It sounds dumb to say because I know business. But God, there's a standard of being a there's a way of being a good stand-up man and everything that the league is supposed to stand for, and blah 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 blah. And when you're making like calculated observations on screwing people over,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, all of this is about that franchise thing when you're like blatantly saying, "Let me screw this guy over." Oh, he killed him.
Mm-hmm.
He murdered him. Nice.
Yeah, it's one thing to make good business decisions, but we're talking ethics really at this point.
Absolutely, you are. Absolutely, you are. You're talking business ethics, and when we start making excuses for bad business ethics in the media, come on, Colin, get it together, bro. Okay, yeah. With that said, everything that he said made sense from a business perspective.
From a zero humanity business perspective, right?
Yeah, yeah.
If robots ran the team.
Absolutely. I'm not even saying fill your team with players that you don't have to pay a ton of money. He made the point of pointing out Belichick and these guys. Like, yeah, sure, you shouldn't have to pay Edelman multi-millions of dollars because he's not that kind of a player, but he does what you need him to do. If you're that kind of team, then good. But if you have Calvin Johnson on your team, then you pay him. And if you have Dez on your team, then you pay him. Because he's putting in work the same as your quarterback.
You got Revis on your team, you pay him. You pay Tom Brady.
Yeah, if you don't pay them, like, you're still going to lose money because all you're going to do is jack up the price on quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the market, bro. Like, for doing that, you're just jacking up the price on quarterbacks. That's all you're accomplishing.
I ran that play strictly based on name. Spider 2 Y Banana. You will hear John Gruden reference that play if you watch enough Monday Night Football.
I love it.
I've heard Gruden so many times talk about calling that play.
Spider 2
Now I can say
Y
I've
Banana.
ran it. I am playing with the Bad News Bears.
What's going on? I'm glad we do yoga. Made the team do a little yoga.
They're saying that he didn't throw the ball forward.
He threw it forward. Yeah, they'll call that back.
Oh,
wow, that was a magic stand-up. Watch him get up. Roll Tide, watch this magic. Oh, you missed it.
Here's the thing. Okay, the Jaguars are horrible. And it's not too... I mean, it's early, but I'm going to go ahead and say the Colts are horrible.
Okay.
What I'm hoping for, as a friend,
right,
is that the Redskins are good, the Giants are good,
fair enough,
and the Cowboys are good.
Fair enough. They're still not going to be able to do anything with me, man. Oh, that should have been a pick. I was on it late.
This is a team where if they had a good quarterback, they'd be a decent team. The receivers are not bad. They got Brandon LaFell, Kenny Stills.
Did they get open then?
The receivers have been open a couple times, but when Kellen Clemens, the first play I ran this drive was a tight end. That Y Banana, he went on a up and out and looked good and overthrew him.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I got to pay more attention to the lines on the field to establish, like, depth.
They can. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Because I juked way too early. Staying with that. Come on. Oh my God!
What a hit! Oh, I'm trying to hop over him.
Get there! Oh my God!
That was a big hit. I felt it. I felt it here on the couch.
D'Anthony's got to go, bro. He's useless.
Goodbye.
D'Anthony is useless, bro.
All right. Lucky horseshoe, can you capitalize? No, you can't, because everyone on your team's horrible.
They've got to have like a good. There's something good about them. You know what I'm saying?
There's got to be something, right?
Yeah, their line is good, or their linebackers are good, or their defense is good. Something's good.
Well, I need to discover it fast.
Quick, fast, and in a hurry, huh? Wow.
Brandon LaFell.
Wow.
Patriot. I don't know how much of that was me, but I was pressing the button right there with him.
Was it a screen, Draco?
It is not. It is Bobby Rainey.
Going nowhere.
Moving at the speed of a, I don't know, like a lead, one of those lead balls.
I've got to agree, that was insanely slow. All right, D. That was fast.
It's Brandon LaFell. I found the only guy that I can trust.
Fair enough. Abba-zabba.
Put your whole team on him because there's nothing else I can do.
That's fun.
Startled me. Oh, yeah, I always forget. It's not necessarily that the line is bad. It's that I've got Sue.
Yeah, you're playing some beast now.
Yeah. But when I have teams with bad lines, then it's all the worse.
Yeah, this is true.
Oh my gosh. I'm getting scared.
I don't like that, man.
That whole touchdown.
Was that not a touchdown?
How is that not a touchdown?
Oh, come on. Oh, wow. What just happened there? Yeah, I'm going with it's their offensive line that's good.
Okay.
We got no push.
So I should run halfback dives the rest of the game. The counter doesn't work. I've tried it a couple times and it gets destroyed. So it must just be the middle. It must be the center and the guards.
Oh, we got zero push, bro.
I'm just happy to have scored. I feel like this could have got terrible. Thank you, fumble, for letting me look like I'm in the game.
I can't get rid of D'Anthony Thomas fast enough, bro. Like if we have time for more GM stuff after these games.
Oh yeah, I'll give the floor to you for your GM moves.
He's got to go. He's pointless.
He might just be unemployed if you can't find a suitor for him.
Yeah, as a matter of fact. Hold on.
Taking him out.
Yeah, come on. He's been nothing but a disappointment. And I don't think that's on him. I just think the game has no love for him. I don't even think I want you there.
Really? You're going to try Hillis at the third down back position, huh?
Yeah.
I'll give you a 7 for McFadden.
A what?
A 7-round pick.
Oh, yeah? McFadden's about to show out, bro. There's some... Like, can you... Like, even... Like, good running backs, you can tell that they have their skill set. But like to make up for what you're saying they're good at, there always seems to be something that they're just really bad at.
Right.
And maybe that's not the case, but that like seems to be the case for me. Like, kind of like a CJ Spiller with the Bills. Oh, he's fast, but if you want him to turn, like he's fast side to side. If you want him to turn up the field though, it just doesn't happen.
Well, that Blunt is a bulldozer, but you better not hit the circle button with him. You know, you better not try anything weird. Oh Lord, what's my assignment? Thank goodness they got you.
Oh, from around the back.
I moved the linebacker and I didn't know what he was playing.
Bad decision. Yeah, I need Andrew Luck. Okay, so the goal is Andrew Luck or bust.
Really? You've come back around to the idea.
Yeah, I think so. It's either Andrew or Cam.
Oh.
I'll take either one. You remember Cam was the original choice.
Was, yeah, absolutely.
Watch the fail over there. Big play, bro. Big play.
Your life's on the line running the screen against these headhunters. I have to lob it and hope that he's going to... Because there's no time for it to develop.
Yeah. I feel like I might have had you then, but I was trying to get off of the block that never came, so he dove. I would have at least had a better chance at the
you got to pull
tip pass
rabbits out of the hat when you're playing with these horrible teams.
Let's go.
And then
oh wow,
good trip. I don't care if it was dirty.
Because he's slow. Because you're slow, D'Anthony. Why are you slow? You're not really slow, are you? The game just has hate for you. They got no love for you, bro.
Make him pay.
Why did he dive like that? God. Oh, no. I just randomly picked a play. Oh, wow. He might have been walking into the end zone, bro. Well, not to the end zone. You think so? Well, maybe. He's fast, and I had a big running back running downfield to put a block on Barry.
I didn't really see what was transpiring so much. It didn't go the way I thought it might.
Okay. Got Both feet down. Okay.
What a pretty pick.
Okay.
What a bad decision. I should have just played for the field goal. That's a great interception. Call me conservative, Chris, the rest of the game.
Oh, yeah?
No, I'm taking chances. No, never mind. Don't call me that.
God, did you get it?
No, I tried my hardest. God, I
think Andrew Luck would have fit that in there. That's not true. I haven't given up on you, EJ.
I might have made a huge mistake. Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
That's all right. Okay.
Yeah, that was all right. Nothing bad about that.
I'm missing my 3 points. Number 50 just give you a DX chop before you kick that? It looked like it did. That would be so funny. If that would ever really happen. It wouldn't. We couldn't see a replay of that, or I would try. But oh, that's not at all what I wanted to play today. How do you miss wide open guys 5 yards downfield?
Was there any pressure?
No. Well, not enough to miss that.
Fair enough.
He's one of those quarterbacks where, you just can't give him direction. Like, you can only throw safe passes that require no touch. I think Colson shimmied his way to a first down.
Ha ha. Okay. I don't like this at all.
Don't worry, I call terrible plays. I lost the first down over that, didn't I? Yep.
No time. That's who else I picked up.
Who's that?
Lester.
No. They don't own some of the most basic running plays in football. That is nowhere to be found. Woo, that was scary.
Yeah.
Darius kind of blew up the play. I could not cut up.
God, that was a big tackle.
You almost intercepted it. I just kind of luckily got it around your guy. And that guy's had a nice block in the back to make that happen. I think it's been just the right amount of effective.
I can see that. God. Fair enough.
I was like, why aren't you throwing? I'm looking at the receiver. Like, why aren't you throwing the ball to him? Now's the time. Now's the time. I got gored.
You got gored.
And I'm scared to run that play again. I don't know. It's one-time magic. That was horrible. Just a one more.
Nicely done. That was...
Paid the price.
God, bro. I can't believe I let him get behind me like that. And CJ, you were a little too slow, bro.
I was just really happy that he didn't have any room for error with the pass, and he oddly enough put a good pass in there. You're not going anywhere. Hold your block. Just hold your block at all.
God, man. Too much space, huh?
Yeah.
Ah, here we go again. I skipped the...
All right, this is where the game's won and lost.
God. Really?
for a second.
I've got to. I got to start tackling those.
Well, you putting a big hit on him?
No. I've been conservative tackling, and I should have dove after him.
Ah.
That's 2 or 3 times I've gotten burned with they whiffed on the conservative tackle, but I could have delayed their forward progress.
The heart rate grew and grew and grew with every whiff on the tackles.
Godly. You get that?
How?
That's interesting.
Okay. If you say so.
I'm trying to guess my snap counts.
We've watched a lot of tape. Yeah, that caught me switching characters and trying to guess my role.
God, really? Really?
Things just went all wrong. Coach, please, I'm dying.
Yeah. Dead, bro.
What a beautiful catch.
Oh, God, I saw you at the last second, bro. Wow. That was major bad. That was not what I wanted to see. Got him. Nice. Mm.
Nice, good play. Good play. Good play. Terrible defense.
God, what a big play. That sucks. That O-line is killing me, bro.
No, it wasn't. Could have been worse. Oh, what a mistake. It was not a nice reception. That was me. Good play. Godly.
Nice.
Right in the field.
I'm getting no hits on this guy, man. Fair enough. I'm okay with that. I don't like it, but I'm okay with it.
I guess. So after you going 2-0 week 1,
Yep.
we have role reversed week 2.
We have.
You can feel that heartache that I felt last week,
Yeah.
losing 1-score game.
Yeah, that was on.
That's my gift to you, is to take that feeling from my heart and give it to you.
Fair enough.
Put it in a little box, just put it in the freezer for a week and give it to you.
Fair enough. Okay, I'll take it.
And I feel for you.
Ah,
It was just about discovering the strength of this horrible team.
yeah.
Bobby
I should
Rainey.
have shut my mouth. Because they were killing my D-line, man.
Bobby Rainey's little bowling ball. He was not the fastest, but
He was not the
getting
fastest,
getting some
but-
blocks and
He didn't make bad runs.
go ahead score there.
There weren't many bad runs. EJ, I threw a couple of picks, huh?
Just the one to my two. It was a low turnover game. It was a couple bad ones.
Yeah. Oh, that blows. Okay. Good deal. I didn't use the team right.